For those that don't know Pinnacle, we've been executing on the Opportunity Zone legislation since 2018. This is our fourth project with HDC. In fact, together, we pursued a project in the historic district here in Seattle, which was ultimately acquired by the local county jurisdiction. We've aggregated over 300 million of cap gains and deployed them in principally workforce housing projects throughout the U.S. We'll deliver close to 2,000 units of workforce housing. We're also SEC registered and noted by Novogradac to be in the upper quartile of all fund managers. This is number, I think, 19, the 19th offering that we have delivered to the market, the fourth with HDC. I'm joined here today with colleagues, again, Jill Holman, my colleague and partner of Pinnacle Partners and a leading expert on OZ legislation. Also, Brad Padden, the founder of HDC, and Craig Haverson, partner at HDC. Brad, just a quick review of HDC, please, for the audience.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jeff. And we're super excited to be partnering with Pinnacle on this project. We were big believers in opportunity zones when they first came out, as was Jeff and his partner Leo at Pinnacle Partners. And we've been investing into OZs throughout our portfolio in Seattle and LA. We have 11 opportunity zone projects that we've created. This is one of the 11 projects that we've done together. And we focus 100% on naturally occurring or principally privately financed affordable housing, naturally occurring affordable housing, it's called, predominantly to supplement what's been a lack of production of affordable housing across America. And it's most acutely felt in these coastal cities where we operate, and particularly acute in LA, especially because of the fires. So we're really excited to partner with Pinnacle on this and continue to do our good work together to help strengthen our communities and create a little opportunity for people to be a bit less rent burdened.
Thank you, Brad. But speaking about Vida, and in downtown Los Angeles, Pinnacle and HDC delivered on yet again another affordable housing solution in downtown LA. And the result has been huge impact, cooperation with local jurisdictions and the United Way of Los Angeles. Keep this case study in mind as we shift in a moment after Brad describes this in greater detail, and we talk about the next offering, really the sister project to this project. So Brad, you want to share what we did here in downtown LA?
Absolutely, Jeff. Very exciting project, very exciting location. Downtown LA had seen a really big renaissance through the 2000s and through the 2010s, specifically in the South Park neighborhood of downtown LA. And this is the area around the LA Convention Center and LA Live, where the Staples Center is. That's where a couple NBA basketball teams play and the Kings play. So an area of tremendous public investment. It has multiple metro stops that all stop within about 500 feet of this location, which is a core tenet of all of our projects. And we'll talk about that in Hollywood as well, just the proximity to transit. But essentially, our philosophy around opportunity zones in general is we pick what we think are, quote, the best opportunity zones. And what do we mean by that? What we mean is the opportunity zones that are adjacent to high opportunity areas. And these are actual measured census tracts that provide a measure of how much possibility for new opportunities for people that are living in these areas for jobs, for food, for transit. And so this neighborhood in South Park in downtown LA is extremely high opportunity, yet it's still an opportunity zone census tract. So it's still a low to moderate income census tract that allows us to put the qualified capital gains into the project. Vida DTLA is 147 unit. It was designed originally as a naturally occurring affordable housing project. Now, what does that mean? It means that the units are designed to rent to people at around 50% to 60% of the area median income, which means that somebody working in a retail establishment in downtown LA, or somebody that is maybe a secretary or an admin at a local business in downtown LA could afford to live in downtown LA. Because up until now, no one's been able to build apartments that are affordable at those levels without public subsidy. And then when you get into the public subsidy, you get into the scarcity of housing choice vouchers and other issues related to tax credits. And HDC really focused on this naturally occurring affordable housing coupled with privately funded development. So we avoid a lot of that red tape. And in doing that, we have to be nimble and we have to be flexible and we have to work on creating partnerships with groups that can help make debt cheaper, bring capital in at a lower cost. Like using opportunity zones is a great example. By having the added benefit of the opportunity zone, we're able to keep rents a little bit lower for the renters, which makes a big win and a big difference in their lives. So in Vida DTLA, one of the things that was really interesting is we hit the market at a time when agencies in LA were struggling to create affordable housing with the capital A. Those are the ones that are the subsidized affordable housing. And so because we built this very flexible, nimble product because of these smaller unit sizes, the LA Homeless Services Authority came to us to do a master lease for the entire building upon completion. So this is like a new thing that's happening in LA where they say, hey, it's really expensive for us to build our own housing, but we want to partner with developers and essentially take their completed buildings and give them a master lease and then use it for affordable housing. So this was like a really innovative new strategy here at Vida DTLA that we did. A couple other points that we did on this project is we made it fully affordable, which saved us $1 million in city fees. And what does that mean, fully affordable? It means affordable to people earning up to 120% of area median income, which is over $100,000. Our small units are generally rented to people that are earning $60,000, $50,000, $80,000. So we never get up into that 120% of area median income, but we get the benefits of saving this extra $1 million. Because of our affordability also, we were able to get advantaged financing from the United Way of Greater LA, which ties directly into the project in Hollywood that we're going to be talking about in a minute. The United Way created an affordable housing fund to help keep costs down on projects like ours so we can deliver more affordable housing. This is a public-private, nonprofit type partnership that enabled us to get a construction loan at 5.9%, which is several hundred basis points lower than typical construction loans in the market. And that same structure, that same loan from the United Way, is also going to be brought to bear on the Hollywood project, which is, I think, a great thing for the project, 5.9%. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But all of these things are coming together at Vida DTLA to create a very, very successful project that not just delivers financial returns, but also tremendous impact, because the city of LA was able to bring on 147 brand new affordable housing units at a cost that they just could never touch on a tax credit deal, on kind of a traditional low-income housing tax credit deal. And we bring it, like HDC brings it in all these categories you see on the screen. You know, our units are more green, they're smaller, residents use less energy, they tend not to own cars, we don't build parking, we build apartments. Adding parking actually costs every tenant in the building, could be $100 per unit per month in extra cost, so we remove that cost. We also encourage people to use mass transit. And again, we're within 500 feet of major metro stations. Our projects contribute to the local economy because our residents generally don't cook in their units. They're small. They go out into the community. They are able to kind of find everything they need within a quarter-mile or half-mile radius of our buildings because they're planted in such high opportunity areas. So we're trying to really hit on all these mega trends of sustainability, social equity, economic equity in one project.